Adverbs are integral components of English grammar, providing nuanced information about verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs and entire sentences. They elucidate aspects such as manner, place, time, frequency, degree, and reason. Understanding the rules governing adverb usage enhances clarity and precision in communication. Below is a comprehensive guide to 25 essential adverb rules, each accompanied by examples to illustrate their application. Formation of adverbs from adjectives. Many adverbs are formed by adding ly to adjectives. Example, quick becomes quickly. She completed the task quickly. Adverbs modifying verbs. Adverbs often modify verbs to describe how an action is performed. Example, he sings beautifully. Adverbs modifying adjectives. Adverbs can modify adjectives to intensify or qualify them. Example, the movie was incredibly exciting. Adverbs modifying other adverbs. Adverbs can modify other adverbs to adjust their intensity. Example, she spoke very softly. Adverbs modifying entire sentences. Some adverbs modify entire sentences, providing context or commentary. Example, fortunately, we arrived on time. Placement of adverbs in sentences. The position of an adverb can affect the meaning of a sentence. Example, only she said that. She only said that. She said only that. Look at the difference in meaning in these three examples. Adverbs of place, placement. Adverbs of place are generally placed after the main verb or object. Example, she looked everywhere. Now let us look at some of the exceptions. Some adverbs have the same form as their adjective counterparts. Example, he runs fast. Comparative and superlative forms. Adverbs can have comparative and superlative forms, often using more and most. Example, she sings more beautifully than her sister. Avoiding double negatives. Using double negatives in a sentence is grammatically incorrect. Example, I don't know nothing is a wrong example. Correct sentence is, I don't know anything. Adverbs of degree. Adverbs of degree, for example, very, quite, are placed before the adjective or adverb they modify. Example, the test was very difficult. Using to and enough. To precedes adjectives or adverbs while enough follows them. Example, it's too hot to play outside. She isn't tall enough to ride the roller coaster. Adverbs in questions. In questions, adverbs often come after the subject. Example, do you often travel? Adverbs with auxiliary verbs. Adverbs are placed between the auxiliary and main verb. Example, she has already eaten. Adverbs of certainty. Adverbs of certainty, example, certainly, definitely, usually go before the main verb, but after the verb to be. Example, she will definitely come to the party. Adverbs with imperatives. In imperative sentences, adverbs are placed after the verb. Example, drive carefully. Adverbs of comment. Adverbs that comment on the entire sentence often comes at the beginning. Example, honestly, I didn't like the movie. Adverbs with infinitives. Avoid splitting infinitives with adverbs. Example, to quickly run is a wrong example. The correct sentence is to run quickly. Adverbs of duration. Adverbs indicating duration, example, briefly, forever, are placed at the end of the sentence. Example, he spoke briefly. Adverbs of probability. Adverbs of probability, example, probably, possibly, are placed before the main verb, but after the verb to be. Example, she probably knows the answer. Adverb placement with single auxiliary verbs. When a compound verb includes a single auxiliary verb, the adverb is typically placed between the auxiliary and the main verb. This positioning ensures that the adverb clearly modifies the verb phrase. For example, she has always appreciated classical music. They will certainly attend the meeting. In these sentences, placing the adverb between the auxiliary and the main verb emphasizes the action being described. Adverb placement with multiple auxiliary verbs. In constructions with multiple auxiliary verbs, the placement of the adverb can vary based on what aspect of the action you wish to emphasize. After the first auxiliary verb, if the adverb modifies the entire verb phrase, it is often placed after the first auxiliary verb. For instance, they have certainly been informed about the changes. She will probably be arriving late. Here, the adverb influences the entire action, suggesting certainty or probability about the action. Before the main verb, if the adverb specifically modifies the main verb, it can be placed directly before it. Example, the policy has been repeatedly questioned by experts. He will have thoroughly examined the documents. This placement highlights the manner or frequency of the main action. Avoiding ambiguity in adverb placement. Incorrect adverb placement can lead to confusion or unintended interpretations or meanings. It's important to avoid placing an adverb between a verb and its direct object, as this can disrupt the natural flow of sentences. For example, she reads carefully the report is a wrong example. Correct sentence is, she carefully reads the report. In the correct sentence, the adverb carefully is placed before the verb reads, ensuring clarity. Flexibility in adverb placement. While these guidelines are helpful, adverb placement can sometimes be flexible, especially in informal contexts. However, in formal writing, adhering to standard adverb placement rules enhances clarity and professionalism.